ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
As you may have surmised from the opening cutscene, this is Darkest Dungeon. It's a roguelike. It's a very difficult Darkest Dungeon. We'll go ahead and get started here. This is DLC. We don't have time for DLC. I just kind of want to do like the vanilla experience. These are... I did say I wanted vanilla experience. These are extra classes that came later, but I ain't got time for that. We just want the old school. Now this is... I did practice this earlier just to check out the settings and, you know, get my feet wet a little bit. I've never personally played it, but I've seen it played on YouTube. Like, I've watched a decent amount of content on it, but I have no clue what I'm doing. So I did start on Radiant, which is the easier version of the game, and I'm like, whoa, this is pretty easy. And then my guy died right before I quit, and I got mad about it. But I ain't no pansy, so we're going to go to Darkest, which is the the normal campaign. It originally didn't have Radiant is when the game came out, and they're like, hey, if it's your first time, play Radiant. But we're gonna step up, boys, and then later I can whine about it. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna call it Darkest because I'm unoriginal as well. DLC, no time for that. So we're gonna get more cutscene here. Cutscenes are front loaded. There's like none basically later. It's all gameplay. So enjoy.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Alright, so I guess our stagecoach has crashed on way to the old estate. Suits me fine. I've played through the old road, played through the first tutorial-ish mission a couple times. You know, I get scared easy. New things are scary. So I guess these are our heroes. Game, stop interrupting me. These are our heroes. They're escorting us to the fabled ancient place. We gotta go. So you just kind of walk around. It's turn-based. If these guys die,
Brigands
they stay
have
dead.
run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Yes, thank you. So you have a party of up to 4 of these heroes. There are different classes that do different things. They have their own quirks, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But the main thing about Darkest Dungeon is if these heroes die, they stay dead. So, you know, that's the roguelike part of it. A lot to explain.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to keep track of with the game, and too much to explain right now. Anyways, it's a turn-based combat game. So here's our abilities. You can use them in certain spots, highlighted by the little dots down here. This is spot 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can use this ability in 1, 2, or 3, not 4. This one, same point, you see this. And it can attack. The red dots over here show you what positions of the enemies it can attack. Right now there's just one guy in position 1. Then would be 2, 3, and 4 over here, but we don't have time for that. So we're just going to open vein. Does stuff. You attack him. He's half dead. We got the might. That's how we do it. So if you click an ability and then click on this guy, you can look down there on the right. It'll show you the hero damage will be 6 to 12. We have 83% chance to hit and a 3% chance to crit.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them
Beautiful.
all.
They are defeated. Claim their loot. The brigands will learn not to attack my stagecoach and stuff. Alright, here's a tent. We're going to click on this. And we're going to hope we don't get anything bad to happen. Beautiful
Leave nothing
gold.
unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Hell yeah, brother.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
I guess the first thing you'll notice about Darkest Dungeon is the narrator. Like, he keeps interrupting me, but it's okay because his voice is cool and he uses cool words. The second thing is probably the art style. I guess some people love it, some people hate it. I tend to love it, just like the narrator. So there's that. Anyways, pistol shot this lad. Of course he dodged it. Why wouldn't he? Am I going to dodge his attack? Nope. Nope, and he hit us both. That's okay. A lot of stuff to keep track of. We got all kinds of attacks here. We're going to use the stunning blow. Typically in Darkest Dungeon, at least I'm told, because I really wouldn't know myself, it's better to try and minimize the damage that you take rather than worry about how much damage you can deal. Alright, so we move places. So as explained earlier, like, I can't hit the second place with open vein. And the first place, I can't use pistol shot. So we'll just hit him.
Impressive.
Not ideal, but that's Darkest Dungeon. It's unforgiving. If you die, you're dead. If you screw up, you're probably dead. Got a lot of stuff going on. We miss. It's rough. Probably should have played on the easier setting if I was being real, but I do what I want. That way you can make fun of me later when I suck at it. Well, we're just going to do that whole open vein thing here again. He'll be dead soon. He's got bleed going on over here too. Not ideal. Take him out. He has been defeated.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit.
Tell me about corpses.
Unless
It's in the way.
inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
This dude ate a thesaurus for breakfast, you know. Alright, so we're going to spend this turn to switch with my Crusader because we can't use any good attacks from here. But like if it's a 2-on-2 fight, and you can see how much damage like we've suffered just from this. I cannot attack him, but I can attack the corpse. And once the corpse is out of the way, he'll be shuffled forward. See? Beautiful. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time on this. I just regurgitate stuff that other people have said. I've watched a little bit of content on it, watched an early game guide or whatever, so we'll see if I can push that into action. And if I can't, then I'll just, you know,
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Kinds of cash money gold here. Alright, so we completed the quest, thank you game, and we can continue adventuring or go back home. So I'm going to continue adventuring because there's a beautiful chest right here. It was trapped, of course. Now we got, well, we were going to get a blight, but we didn't, so let's go ahead and go to the hamlet. Hamlet me. We have conquered the first mission. Here's our spoils. Alright, so after each mission, you can get what's called quirks, and they're randomly selected traits. So now he's soft, he has 5% max HP minus. That's pretty bad for our tanky dude. And then you can also get the chance of just nothing happening like having to our highwayman here. So we'll return to town. I'm probably not the best at explaining anything about this. If you're into the game, then you can probably find better people at it than me.
Such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Well, I'm glad you're happy that I'm here, friend. Alright, so these are the... Be gone. These are the buildings in our little hamlet. Most of them are locked because we haven't got time for them. There's a graveyard, there's the memoirs, the wagon, and the most important, the stagecoach.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Yes, thank you. As you can see, I'm a perfect gamer, so there's nobody here yet. There's a nomad wagon.
Trinkets and charms, gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
So you can buy these charms and stuff from this lady. They're very expensive, so I don't think that I'll be doing that anytime soon. But there's an option. And then we got this.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
I guess this is just like replaying the cutscenes, so we won't be visiting that again. And then the most important part here, your stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
That's a good thing, right? He doesn't make it sound like it is, though. Alright, so here's our other two people we can take. So we got Reynald and Dismas, and we can get Cheney, whatever. And then we got
What better
Ver.
laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
He's a plague doctor, by the way. I don't know if I said that. So, yeah. Thank you.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Yes, this tells you about the upgrading you can do to each one of the buildings. Okay, that's all the heroes we can get right now. What I'm going to do, let's come down here real quick and upgrade this. How do I upgrade this? No, I don't want to embark. I want to go upgrade this. Please let me upgrade. Where's my buttons? Oh, probably need to click this. All right, it's a scuffed video because I'm a scuffed YouTuber, so there's that. Okay, we can increase the number of available heroes to 3 instead of just the 2 that we got. I'm told that you want to spend gold early on the stagecoach. Oh, I guess it even takes gold. It takes resources, and you can steal this in the bottom left. So the first one's pretty cheap. We don't have enough of this scripture or whatever to unlock the next part. And this is, it increases our roster to 12, which I can just do that later. Because we only have 4 right now. So there's that. Each one of these heroes, they have their own unique thing they're doing. Like they're each their own class, of course. This is a Crusader. They have their own abilities. They have other abilities that you can unlock. So and so on. They got the camping skills, don't know anything about that. This tells you their resistances. Here's their quirks. My boy is a Warrior of Light, 10% damage of torches above 75, and we want a light torch. We'll go to that later. He's God-fearing, so in town he's only going to pray for stress relief. He's not going to go to the tavern like all the normal people do. He's a kleptomaniac, because of course he is. He likes to steal stuff. And then he's got Soft from our last adventure. So these aren't like heroes like in a typical game. They aren't just going to do what you want them to do. They probably don't even like you. They're trying to make their own money. It's kind of cool, I guess. So I don't like the fact that this guy's a kleptomaniac. He just steals stuff from the chest and stuff at random. But, you know, we've recruited him. He's part of the group, so there's that. Then we got our highwayman. He's a known cheat, because of course he is. He's not allowed to gamble. Alright then. Then we got quick reflexes, stuff like that. Okay. The stun resist is good, I guess. I don't know. I just work here. So, you know, these are heroes. They feel more alive than a lot of heroes in a game do, because they have quirks that kind of just do what they want. I don't think all highwaymen even know like these specific skills. I think you might have to teach them different ones. Same here. We got Noxious Blast. What does this do? It sounds cool. That's all I know. Guess it has blot damage. Okay. I don't recall. Like, I did do like some practice before I started recording, and I think I had like a plague doctor that had a stun or something. So Is that my... Yeah, there's the sun I was thinking about. Okay, maybe these do start off with the same abilities. Then you got your Vestal here. Not Vestal. What is it? Yeah, it is a Vestal. Alright, Vestal, Cleric, Priest, whatever you want to call them. They're all the same, right? She's your healer. She loves to heal. All that stuff. She has a mace that she does too. I don't know. Anyways, as said before, she likes to be in the back, not in the front, just like me. So that's about all we do here. Now, we're going to go ahead and embark. We have a full party.
A mecca of madness and morbidity.
Thank you for that.
Your work begins.
Alright, so here's your map. You have different areas: Cove, Weald, War Ends, and Ruins. The Darkest Dungeon, which we of course can't go, and apparently we are the Flame. Anyways, this is the quest we're doing right now. Text yourself in the mad realm of the fallen ancestor. Take note of how the creatures have taken over, but don't delve too far. Alright, well, we need to explore 90% of the rooms. So that's the task we get. So we need to drag our dudes down here. And I believe we want this guy here and this lady here. So we got the usual suspects. Beautiful, beautiful. Are you taunting me, game? Because I know how to play stuff like this. Provision. So this is stuff you take with you.
Preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
So just like you would do in real life if you were exploring, treacherous places, you just, bring stuff with you. You got your food. You got to buy some food. Not sure how much food we want. I'm going to go with 12, I guess. You want a shovel, because of course you do. We could get a bandage if, you want to staunch some bleeding. And torches. I almost forgot to get the torches. You want big boy amounts of torches, at least I do. If you keep the torches light, then you can ambush enemies, and there's less chance of you getting ambushed, that kind of thing. Anyways, this is pretty much all I need for this one, I think. It's still, tutorial mode, so we're going to go ahead and embark. So it'll be fun for everybody, fun for the whole family. Glad you're here with me. Can't wait to get started. Alright, so here's our lot level. The further down it goes, like I said, we have more of a chance of getting ambushed and whatever. Here's our map. You go between it. You'll see in this hallway section there's different segments. Each one of these segments have a chance of something randomly happening. Whether it's picking up,
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
like random abandoned goods can happen. Enemies can attack us. We can have like weird delirium chants or something, I don't know. Orgies, all kinds of stuff can happen in there, I guess. I wouldn't know anything about it. Too much to explain in the game. I'm just going to start doing stuff. Noxious Blast. Can I hit any of these lads? Yeah, I can hit either one of these lads. I didn't think that I could do that. We critted, and we blotted him. I don't know how much blot damage it does. Whatever, just shoot this guy. We ain't got no fear of skeletons. Oh, we stunned. That's a stun thing. I don't know what all this stuff does because I'm not very good at the game. There's a lot of stuff going on in the game. Just because I've played the game does not mean that I'm good at it. And by played it, I mean I've watched other people play it. I played it for like an hour.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
That's right, narrator. It's good narration, man. You gotta love the narrator.
Be gone, fiend.
I'd take him out to dinner. Anyways, spoils of victory there. We'll have our highwayman check the chest because it could be trapped. You never know. 2 more shovels. Why did I buy one? Wasted a lot of cash money. Alright, beautiful. Move on. So that encounter was a random chance of an encounter, as said before, in each hallway segment. So we're going to burn, as you can see.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
The lighter it is, the better chance that we have of ambushing the enemy. This is where you need a shovel. If you don't have your shovel, you take a lot of stress damage and you take a lot of physical damage. Didn't even mention stress. Like I said, it's a lot. This is your health, obviously. This is your stress. When this health bar dies, you go to what's called Death's Door, and if you get hit again on it, you can die. And if you die, you're gone. You're gone forever. That's the whole shtick of the game, right? And if this stress bar gets all the way to full, you start going crazy, start attacking your teammates, whatever, and you can die at some point, I think. I just work here. Alright, Dazzling Light. We want to stun this lady. We did not. Of course we didn't. We have another stun, right? Yeah. Just stun this lady. She gonna get stunned. What'd I tell you? If at first you don't succeed, just try again. Alright, so the stress damage is harder to heal than the health. They get reset to full health at the end of the mission, but they don't really get rid of the stress. You gotta send them to the gambling hall, the tavern, the brothel, giggity, and that costs money. So really you don't want stress at all. You're more worried about your stress than your health. Typically, enemies in the back do stress damage, so you want to, you know, attack them first. Also, they're usually squishier. I mean, if you played any RPG, you know that you attack the caster in the back instead of these burly men. Right. Typically, I like to do the stunning blow with the Crusader because you want to minimize the amount of damage coming at you, and if a guy loses his turn, he can't attack you, right? At least that's, you know, what I do. You want to get all the stuns in there. You want to get some heals going. You got to protect your guys. Stuff. It's like your casual RPG, but it's pretty unforgiving. RNG's not kind to you. Stuff like that. Other people probably explain it better than me.
Maintain the offensive.
So if you're really into learning stuff, then maybe do that. So we do a party heal here because everybody's just a little upset. So we got the plague grenade. This does blot. This is the stun. What is this? Noxious blast. I don't know what this does. Hit this guy. Does it just do more blot damage? I thought we had another blot attack. I don't know.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
He almost killed my highwayman, so that's fine. Good thing he dodged it, because he would probably be in some trouble if he had not. Alright, we'll do the Zealous Accusation. AoE attack. Beautiful.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Shoot this lad. Okay, thank you for that. He's not very accurate. So this one does plague as well. I thought we had... What is the difference with this one? This one's blot. What does this do? Blot? Okay, this is the one that works on the front too. This one works on the back too. Still kind of learning myself, even though I watched a lot of the content. What is this? This is our stun. Okay. Just stun him, because I don't think the blot's going to do enough damage to matter. Can we not? No, we can't. I'm still learning stuff.
Confidence.
Never mind, we just threw some dust at him and he died. Guess we threw it really hard. Dull like green rotting flesh, okay.
So too will resistance.
We got a talon, an agility talon that is. There are trinkets that you can give your heroes that, you know, you can see they just add stats and stuff. I don't have a bounty hunter yet, but when I do, I'll keep him in mind. We want to light our torches, because of course we do. So we're doing okay. My highwayman's getting close to dying, but we're doing just fine. I can light this as well. More light, you keep it light.
The path is clear. We
What have I done?
require
Oh.
only the strength to follow it.
You can't just walk through the rooms. You gotta click on the map, apparently. Here's a sack. We're gonna check out sack. Holy water, used to purge evil and restore purity. Of course it is. What does it do? Apparently it restores resistances. You can use some of these items on stuff. Like if I opened that sack, I could use a torch on it to see what it would do. The game doesn't tell you what to do. So, there's that. Alright, pistol shot this lad in the back. I never hit anybody ever. Alright, so this guy's almost dead, so we're going to go ahead and heal him up. That's pretty much what you just use the Vestal for the whole time, is just healing. At least I think that's what most people do. And that's good, because we want as many healers as we can have, because I don't have that many. Do you just... What is stunning gas? I like the crackle. He's going with the graveyard slash. We of course got hit. Okay, we'll just keep getting hit by the graveyard slash. It's fine. At least they're attacking that guy and not one of my other dudes that are probably a little more squishy. They went ahead of me? Good thing he was stunned though, right? Am I right, boys? Does our highwayman ever hit? I don't think that he does. Alright, we're gonna Noxious Blast. Noxious Blast this guy. I'm getting him confused. It's fine. It happens. Alright, heal him up. Maybe they'll keep attacking him. It's not really a good heal, as you can see. So we're taking heavy damage, as is usual.
Press this advantage.
Beautiful.
Give them no quarter.
Alright, so we're just going to continue to heal, as is ordained. Can you shoot him this time? Beautiful. Beautiful work. Alright, so can I attack him? Yeah, I can attack this guy.
Another one falls.
Did we get a crit? I think we got like a crit there. Alright, so we're going to try to do the blinding... God, what have I done? This is what I want for the stun, right? Alright, I have no clue what I'm doing. As you can see, we got 2 stuns on them. I think the more stuns you get on them, the more resistant they become to it. So we got kind of lucky to use that, I guess. Alright, can you shoot him and finish him off before the blight does? Thank you. You're useful as always.
A faint hope blossoms.
We got the debuff stone. 15% debuff skill chance. Minus speed. Okay, so we can maybe give that to our plague doctor back in town. Like endless night. Of course it is. I just love everything, including you. Alright, so we'll get our holy crusader to check this spooky fountain. It's a holy fountain, so it's all good. Oh, well, that was good. Somehow I thought it was nefarious. Guess I was wrong. Alright, we need to light it up. Light it up again, boys.
The light, the promise of safety.
That's right, narrator.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
Comedic timing, right? He just said we're safe, and then game said we're not.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Check your sack.
Packs laden with loot are
We just
often
getting our
low
12?
on supplies.
We have a lot of food now, right? I don't think that you can take this back with you to the town, so we might as well use it. Maybe you can? I'm not sure. So you really want to provision just enough. And here's our hunger check. So you want to carry food with you. Food, as you can see right there, I just, you know, eat it and you gain some health back. Not much, though. But also in, you know, the random encounters, you can get a hunger check. So if you have food on you, great. If you don't, it's bad news bears. But I'm a responsible Hamlet man, so we have food on us. Alright, here's the spooky library part of the game, I guess. We scouted, whatever that means. This has a spooky obstacle. We're going to go this way. I believe that's the last room we have to check out. I hope it is, because you don't want to do any backtracking. We've gotten kind of lucky in that there's not a ton of
Even
stuff.
the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
See, I told you it's a good thing we brought some shovels. Just forget that the game gave me 2. Alright, here's the skeleton, boys. Shoot this guy in the back. You just know this is going to be your stress guy. He's probably squishy, so you just shoot him. Okay. Typically, you would shoot him. Alright, so does the plague grenade hit them both? No? Yes? Alright, got the dubs blight, so I'm a big fan. Big fan of what's going on here. Alright, well, if I dodged yours, you can dodge mine, I guess. So that's your stress damage. He threw some milk at me. At least we're going to call it milk. And we got a lot of stress here. So I'm going to have to send this dude to the tavern or something later. You know how it be. Heal that bloke up. I don't know why I said bloke. I'm not English, you know. You know how it is. Just trying to be cool and impress everybody. No, that's not the like. You just stun this guy.
A singular strike.
There it is. I like my stuns. I'm told that stuns are good, so that means I'm a great player. Alright, so blinding gas up in here on this guy. We don't want to. I guess it hits them both. I didn't realize it hit both. Alright, plague doctor, best plague doctor. I don't think these guys will. This guy will die from blight next turn. I don't know that this one will. So I'm going to shoot him. Alright, we finally got a hit. Thank you. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and do the whole party buff here. It's all good. It's going well. It's going real good. I put it on the darkest difficulty. Shouldn't have worried about it. I think we might be getting a little lucky on the RNG though. Who knows? Noxious Blast. I can't stun him, so I guess we'll Noxious Blast, even though I don't think the Blight will have time to do a whole lot. But what do I know? Alright, so this guy's going to die to Blight, so there's no point in attacking him. Open Vein always causes a bleed, I think, but if you look at these guys, you'll see they have 200% bleed resist. So we're just doing it for the damage. It's good damage, good amount of damage. Guy dies to bleed. Will this guy die to bleed? Blight? My bad. It's Blight, not bleed. We'll go ahead and do the party heal again.
The flesh is knit.
Thank you. Can I hit the slide? Yes.
Back to
Beautiful.
the pit.
In the name of the lot. Alright, medicinal herbs. You know what to do with those. Take all the loot. Alright, there's our quest complete. We're going to continue adventuring. We're going to check on this. What you got in here for me? Beautiful. Apparently I don't have enough room. I don't know what to do. Do we can I just well, I'll just take some holy water because of course we will. Alright, beautiful. Alright, that's the first tutorial-ish mission. You know, we got the old road covered. We got the ruins covered. Look at all this. Look at this. Game is going crazy. It's having some sort of seizure or something. Look at all the goods we got. It's beautiful. Alright, so hopefully my heroes didn't get any awkward quirks. I would prefer they not get any. Let's see what happened to Ver down here. Zoophobia. Plus 20% stress versus beasts. I guess we'll just take her to Skeleton Town forever. Alright, well that was that first mission. There's some stuff we can do back in town real quick.
Tents are pitched, banners fly, and the corpse wagons stand at the ready.
So these got some quirks here.
Has come to town.
Tell me about a circus. I ain't got time for no damn circus. This is explaining the quirks I just talked about that you can get after each mission. Alright, here's the Butcher Circus. I think it's just an online thing. So this goes over here on week 2. It explains what's happening. The tavern's open, the circus is here, all that good stuff. The abbey's open. Hell yeah. So there's that. We're going to go down here and click this because it's an online thing and I'm not dealing with it ever again. That's the last you'll see of it. So you can see the exclamation points here. We got the abbey and we got the tavern. They're both stress relief. I believe the tavern's a little cheaper than the abbey. Some people only go to the abbey. Some people only go to the tavern. So there's that. We got a little bit of stress on our Vestal and a little bit more on our Plague Doctor. So maybe we could send him to have some drinks. But more important, go to Stagecoach, see what you got down here. So these heroes, you can choose to add them to your party, your roster. Okay, well, he's telling me stuff. They're all bragging about how manly they are. These are all different classes than we have, so we can right-click on it and see. This is a antiquarian. I would have never guessed how to do that, but you know. Hylomania, obsessed with material things. Is she a klepto too? It's fine. Alright, you can see all their quirks they got, all the abilities they've got. I don't really know anything about the antiquarian. I've never seen anybody actually use it. I think it was released later. I'm not really sure. Anyways, here's camping schools. I didn't even go over that. There's too much to go over in the game. We're going to take all these lads, just because you would.
Searches where others will not go, and sees what others will not see.
So she's a psychic. Okay. So then we got this guy. He's a hound master. In town will only flagellate for stress relief. Alright, he's got a puppy though. Intense craving for alcohol. Don't we all have that? Let's do speed of torture below 26. Well, he's never going to be speeded up because that's not how it goes. All right, so we got dogs and stuff going on. This guy can apparently work anywhere he wants, I guess. I don't really know. I've not seen much Houndmaster either. I don't know what's going on.
A warman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
Absolutely. And then we got this guy, Curtis or whatever, Cooley. Okay, he's sickly. 10% disease resist. Okay. Hey, don't worry about it. We got a plague doctor. It's fine just to be around and no big deal.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
Good, we can use him. Alright, so we only have like the one good healer. So I'd like to get another Vestal. There's also another healing class, the Occultist. It's not as good. Of course, it's an Occultist. But we didn't get it, so we're going to have to send our Vestal back out. But what we can do with the old Witch Doctor, we can send him to the tavern.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
That's right, sir. I'm glad you explained it. So apparently we can't go to the bar. Okay. We'll go gamble. So this costs cash money to relieve some stress, unlike healing, which is free. So we'll go ahead and lock him away there. And once they're in here, you can't take them on the next expedition. Thankfully, he's the only one that's like decently stressed out. The Vestal, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And old Reynold over here, he's good to go. So that's a lot of stuff going on. We'll click on this.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Yeah, so it's basically the same thing as the tavern. Just some people will go here, some people go to the tavern, and so on. I think this costs a little bit more than the tavern, but we don't really need to use it right now. I'm sure we'll find out later. Anyways, that's the early part of the game, very early, and hope you had a great time with it. The next one will be a little more gameplay, a little less explanation of stuff going on. Hope you're enjoying the game, hope you're enjoying the playthrough, and we'll see you then.